Hello, welcome to this episode of Pete's Garden. What am I doing in this one? Well, I'm planting lupins into the ground. I'm transplanting some bulbs in the greenhouse as well, and harvesting some parsnips as well. So there we go. Thanks for watching. If you're new, please do click subscribe and thumbs up, and give me your opinions in the comments box below. That's always welcome. And share as well, and roll titles. So I'm just going to harvest a few parsnips for dinner. We've got this area down here that originally went from about here, where my foot is, to about here. But of course most of the tops have died off now, because that's what parsnips do during the winter. And we've had a couple of rows of them, so I'll just dig around and see where there are some parsnips. Here's one. Most of them so far have looked quite big up the top, but not further down. And then some of them have grown more like Swedes or turnips. That's a nice one. Oh, there's a worm going right through it though. Going right in between it. So just get all the dirty bits off. Now, some people would put these tops on the compost heap. I might do in the end, but for now I like them to rot in, because it's going to be another 2 or 3 months before I put anything on this ground anyway. So I figure, well, I might as well just let them rot in for a little bit. Any of the tops that don't rot in, I'll obviously put into the compost heap whenever I do come to planting anything. And I just take all the small bits off, so that it's easier to peel and everything when we get it into the kitchen. Maybe not all the small bits, but most of them. It's a lovely smelling one. Go on, smell that. Yes, beautiful. I could have harvested these, I suppose, around about November, December, but I'm doing them now. Although, as I say, I did get something. Let's see if there's one. Looks like there might be one around there, yes. So, and of course the reason why most of them have appeared quite stumpy is because the ground's been so clumpy, and so it gets forked like that. Not forked, but there's another worm in there. Don't want to take that indoors, so I'll just whip that bit off and shape the worm, and I'll probably take all of the small bits of this and just make it easier to peel. I'll leave a couple of the long tap roots on there. This is an example vegetables are best grown in sandy soils, unlike the clay-like one that we've got here. But it still produces something for the dinner table. So I'll harvest a couple of more, and that's it. So I went shopping yesterday and bought some bulbs, including this one, which is Dahlia Decorative White Anesta. Not bad for £1. It's one of those that, even being down in the south of England, I can't really plant out now. I've got to leave it till March really. So I'm just putting it in the greenhouse, and then we'll actually plant it out in March. And there's the tuber. You can grow dahlias from seed nowadays, but all of the kind of heritage older varieties are from tubers, and you just put them down like that. I'm just using a mixture of a multi-purpose compost and a little bit of seed sowing in there as well. Seed sowing Johnny is #1, purely because that's what I happen to have around. And I think, I'm told anyway, that you leave the stalk coming out of the top, and it should produce really nice white flowers. I think I've just shaken the camera a bit, haven't I? Really nice white flowers in July through to October. And I'll just put the label in there, Decorative White Anesta, and water it a bit. I need to get some more water for this sprayer. I'll do that in a minute. And there we go. So, I'm now going to plant 3 lupins into the ground, and as you can see there, it says plant February to May. I find down here in the southeast, near London, you know, we can plant things usually a little bit earlier than most places, so I'm going to chance it and put them in now. But there's an important lesson here, and I have to say the company I got them from was Wilco, or otherwise known as Wilkinson's. And the thing is, they show lupins on the front. They're definitely lupins in the packet, and on the back they give you the instructions for hostas. So they've clearly misprinted the instructions on the back of their lupin packets. There we are, see it says hosta grows well, and lupins are not hostas. But as I said, I've had to look up the instructions of how far apart to put them, and so I don't know if you can see them on here, but just have to be careful with my footing. You put them about 18 inches apart, so I'm going to put one there, one down there, and one there. Now this is how they've come, look. This one in particular has come with the shoots going down the same way the roots are, but I'll plant it down, and the roots, the shoots rather, should correct themselves. And this one, this shoot here had snapped off, so I'm just going to have to discard that one, and discard that shoot rather, and just hope for the best with this one, because it still has got two little shoots on there, as you can see. So we shall see. Now I've got to remember not to go by the instructions for planting hostas, because it did say plant them about 1.5 foot deep, and you don't need to do that with lupins. Just get a few weeds out there, and all this brown stuff, of course, is the compost that came with it. So again, I'm just going to plant the roots straight down like that, and fill in the hole, and I'll come back to you when I've properly done all 3 of them. And there we go. I have firmed all 3 of them in with my feet and cleared it around a little bit, and I shall put some slug pellets down. Well, I shall start putting slug pellets down once winter's over anyway, to make sure they don't get munched, because the ones that my neighbour gave me last year got absolutely deluged and killed off completely. Those slugs and snails seem to love them more than they love anything else in this border. So there we go. But those are the 3 plants. So another load of things that I bought yesterday were these Gladioli, large flowering lakeland. And as you can see, it says there that you can't plant it out until March. So it's another thing that I am transplanting or putting into the greenhouse here. Put that in, and I'll pot it on until it goes out in March. I wouldn't normally like doing that sort of thing, but it's fine at this time of year because it gives me something to do. So there they are. There's the bulb of the Gladioli, and I'll just put it in there. Cover it. Again, it's a mixture of just multi-purpose compost and seed sowing John Innes. No particular reason for that, just because it's what I happen to have around. Let me just find the label here. There we are. Gladioli Lakeland large flowering. And I'll put this in, and I'm not going to bother spraying it because there's not much water in there. There we go. And not much water in the sprayer, I meant. And there we are. And I have I've got loads of other bulbs to put in, the rest of the Gladioli, and another thing, Solidago, or Solidago, that I'm putting into the greenhouse here. So I'll make a long unedited video where I'm doing that, and I'll put that in the description box below. So thanks very much for watching that. So that's it for this episode of Pete's Garden. Thanks for watching. As I said before, if you're new, click subscribe. Thanks very much, and give me your opinions as well. I do want those opinions very much encouraged, and in the comments box. And that's it. Yes. Stay tuned for a video of the RSPB RSPB Big Garden Birdwatch, which I'll be taking part in, and that's it. Bye.